right, welcome back to Melgar Media, coming at you. Yeah, got some exciting news yesterday, so we're just gonna hop right into it. Amazon Prime Video dropped their first 1-minute teaser trailer for their Lord of the Rings series, which is going to be titled Rings of Power. I'm beyond excited for this series. I really do hope, though, that they are a little bit more intricate with the details and the storyline than they did with Wheels of Time. Again, I didn't read the books, but from what I saw, it was just, I felt that they could have done a lot more, and maybe an opportunity missed. We'll see when the second season comes out. I did think the casting was a bit off, and yeah, the story as a whole kind of just drug on to a anticlimactic end to the first season. But that being said, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, the budget for this is just immaculate for a TV series, definitely on the range of Game of Thrones. So hopefully, and they brought back a lot of big hitters. The gentleman to do the score was the same guy that did The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit with Peter Jackson. So the score does help a lot with the storytelling, especially on big epic sagas like this. This does take place thousands of years before The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings that we saw come out on theatrically years back. It should be a 9-episode series for the first season, and they're talking about doing 5 seasons. So I really hope that the first season does well, because with that type of budget, you know, if it's hit or miss, and it will sink really quick if it doesn't hit the ground running right out the gate. So again, I'm really excited. A lot of no-name actors that most people would recognize. Again, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of English actors in that circle and that guild. They really do bring back young and upcoming, as well as really seasoned actors. So I'm excited to see how this pans out. Number 2 on the list, I'm going to go with talk about, again, always have to jump into Star Wars content, and the Book of Boba Fett Episode 4. Man, a lot of the other channels and critics, they were a little bit more enthused than I was on this. I was not a huge fan. I thought that it was really Disney-fied, so I give it like a 5. The storyline just of Boba himself, the character, if you know anything about him, the mysteriousness and mystique of him was one of the biggest attributes that made him a really cool character. They're making him too nice. The Bantha baby talk that he had going, and the Matrix EDM music that they had at the beginning just really was off-putting to me. But hey, Star Wars is Star Wars. We're getting content. I'm enjoying it for what it is. And there's tons of other shows and some movies coming out. So, you know, this is just character building and things like that, and giving us more to the lore. So can't complain too much, but personally, it's not really my favorite. Moving along, I recently saw a movie that took me by surprise. It's just a feel-good movie. It's nothing out of this world, but it's called The Tender Bar. The Tender Bar, not Tinder, like that. Anywho, The Tender Bar, which has Ben Affleck in it and Ty Sheridan. Again, it's a real good feel-good movie about a kid growing up in Long Island and just has aspirations of becoming a writer. Doesn't really have the best of father figures, so Ben Affleck, which is his uncle in the film, becomes his father figure. Yeah, just really fun ride, slow going, kind of a date night movie, you know, Netflix and chill, but it's on Prime. But yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. It was perfect timing for what it was. It's a real wind down, don't expect too much. But I thought it was well shot, filmed. The actors, the cast, good. Some good, funny, dry humor in there as well. So give it a go. I gave that an 8.5. You know, personally, I give it like a 9. I think IMDb and stuff gave it like a 6.5. So again, go into it with the state of mind that it's not going to be action-packed, the greatest acting you've seen from some of these bigger stars yet, but a fun watch. I did finish up Yellowstone season 4. I gotta say, it is, you know, it's going along with I would say the sequence of how fun the show has been and the characters have been. and everyone is sticking to their role really well. The storyline and pace is just moving along nicely. I gave this season probably a 7. Not as action-packed and crazy plot as recent seasons, but they're not all going to be straight bangers. But it's still worth the watch, and I'm excited. I see this show probably having 1 or 2 more seasons. There's not a lot left they can do with it, but you never know. The writers can surprise you and drag this out for as long as the money's coming in. I enjoyed it, but yeah, give it a 7. Another show, miniseries that I watched, which was on Netflix, was called Stay Close. It's a British crime thriller drama. Again, a lot of actors from the English circle or guild, as if you will, that reprise. They're just great actors. So they don't play the same roles, but you know, they bring them in and they're just so dynamic, and they've gone through such really good acting backgrounds that, you know, they can just jump into any role and you forget about their previous roles. So I always like watching the British film series and things like that, because BBC and a lot of those movies and shows bring back really cool, fun actors. This I gave a 7. It was an 8-episode miniseries on Netflix. If you like crime thrillers, this definitely watch. If you like English crime thrillers, yeah, I held it up there as like as cool and fun, and definitely go check it out. I'm making just a short one today, but I just wanted to come at you and let you know that always looking for recommendations. So please comment below when you're subscribing and liking and sharing, and I will check them out and give them my little bit of review on the next episode. That being said, have a great one, and we'll talk to you soon.